Welcome back, guys. Tonight we're going to be reading Revelation chapter 12. Let's jump straight into it. Then a great pageant appeared in heaven, portraying things to come. I saw a woman clothed with the sun, with the moon beneath her feet, and a crown of 12 stars on her head. She was pregnant and screamed in the pain of her labor, awaiting her delivery. Suddenly a red dragon appeared with 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns on his heads. His tail drew along behind him a third of the stars, which he plunged to the earth. He stood before the woman as she was about to give birth to her child, ready to eat the baby as soon as it was born. She gave birth to a boy who was to rule all nations with a heavy hand, and he was caught up to God and to his throne. The woman fled into the wilderness, where God had prepared a place for her to take care of her for 1260 days. Then there was a war in heaven. Michael and the angels under his command fought the dragon with his hosts of fallen angels, and the dragon lost the battle and was forced from heaven. This great dragon, the ancient serpent called the devil, or Satan, the one deceiving the whole world, was thrown down onto the earth with all his army. Then I heard a loud voice shouting across the heavens, "It has happened at last. God's salvation and the power and the rule and the authority of his Christ are finally here. For the accuser of our brothers has been thrown down from heaven onto earth. He accused them day and night before our God. They defeated him by the blood of the Lamb and by their testimony, for they did not love their lives, but laid them down for him. Rejoice, O heavens, you citizens of heaven, rejoice. Be glad, but woe to you, people of the world, for the devil has come down to you in great anger, knowing that he has little time." And when the dragon found himself cast down to earth, he persecuted the woman who had given birth to the child. But she was given 2 wings, like those of a great eagle, to fly into the wilderness, to the place prepared for her, where she was cared for and protected from the serpent, the dragon, for 3.5 years. And from the serpent's mouth a vast flood of water gushed out and swept toward the woman in an effort to get rid of her. But the earth helped her by opening its mouth and swallowing the flood. Then the furious dragon set out to attack the rest of her children, all who were keeping God's commandments and confessing that they will belong to Jesus. He stood waiting on an ocean beach. Wow. So the chapter is exciting. I gotta get something to weigh down. There we go. AirPods case. This chapter is exciting. We learn about there's a dragon with 7 heads, 10 horns, and 7 tails, I think. And the dragon ends up being Satan, but Satan is forcing himself upon the Virgin Mary, who gives birth, as we hear, to the chosen one, Jesus Christ, and he is trying to eat or kill Jesus, and we hear about the angels, led by the Archangel Michael, going out, kicking butt, and throwing Satan out of heaven back down to earth, where Mary and Jesus are. Mary and Jesus flee into the wilderness to get away from him. And then Satan decides, I just got to get him out of here. And decides he wants to flood the earth. Says he wants to flood the earth to get them out of there. But unbeknownst to the dragon, the earth opens up like a mouth and it swallows the flood. And then the furious dragon decides that he's going to wait on us believers to mess up, and he's going to attack us. So if you could pull anything out of this chapter, you know how powerful the angels are against Satan. Call upon the angels to help you out, and look what happens. They help you out. And we also learn that, too, we are way stronger than Satan. As a Christian, if you don't have the mindset that you can go out daily and defeat Satan and defeat the Antichrist, I know we talked about the Antichrist last chapter, which is why I mentioned that. Then you need to step up your game a little bit here, because those guys are not winning. Let's be honest. We got them in the bag, like tucking like in the bag, tie it off into the dumpster. And the third thing we should know is, out of all the trials that were sent to Jesus, even as just a child, guess what happened? Jesus conquered. And those temptations are now being forced upon us. As we see, the dragon waits on the beach for one of us to mess up. Keep the commandments. I wonder if I can recite all of them off the top of my head, because I started memorizing them. Let's see. You shall put no God before me. Do not worship false idols. Do not use the Lord's name in vain. Honor your mothers and fathers. Honor the Sabbath. Keep it holy. Thou shalt not murder. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not covet your neighbor. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Thou shalt not commit adultery. 10 things. 10 things, man. That's all you got to do. Thank you for watching. I appreciate all you guys that watch this. Even if it, takes a little bit extra time out of your day, just know that extra time, it means something to me. So I appreciate you. Yeah, again, thanks for tuning in. Love you guys. I'll see you later.